What's up, LinkedIn slash YouTube? So this is gonna be my last video for today. I've been making so many videos, it's crazy. So for this video, I just wanted to kind of discuss. I want to discuss the importance of security. So, what is security? Why do we need it? Why should you even care? Why should you even be watching this video? So, security, in the terms I'll be defining it, is just basically job security. Basically, you need to do anything of consequence in the world. You need one thing that is steady and constant: money. Money is the one constant factor that you need. Okay. So, I mean, if you're like jumping around from job to job, and you're not really like, yeah, it doesn't look good for other employers, obviously, and especially in the 21st century, where I would say that the younger generation, our generation, is probably more expendable than previous generations. There's one factor that you have to keep in mind, that we're living in probably the fastest growing century in the last 150 some odd years. Probably you're wondering where I'm at. I'm at the park right now. There's a lot of things going on. Excuse me, miss. Yeah, what's happening over there?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, it's just like an event?
Huh?
Is it just like an event?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so obviously, how do we get job security? That's what we want. And I mean, if you've been following the trends, then you already know that most pension plans have already been thrown to the wayside, and employee loyalty isn't what it's not what it used to be. And generalists, or in some sense, are less irreplaceable than specialists, I suppose. So that's what you want to understand, is if you're not having success in life, it might not be because you're not good enough. It might not be because you're not talented enough or disciplined enough. It just might mean you don't have a steady stream of income. It's really that simple. If you don't have your steady stream of income, and you're just spending your money like an idiot on things you don't want for things you don't need, then what do you expect? That's just what's gonna happen. So, I would say that this is probably definitely a challenge even for myself as well. I mean, just finding what you're really good at and just being able to stick to it. I mean, if you're insecure with your job and your work, I can tell you that it will have like so many profound consequences on all the things that you're doing. Like, if you want to buy a house, don't even waste your time. If you don't have a steady stream of income, if you're not fiscally and financially self-disciplined, then it's not going to happen. It's not. It's that simple. And then obviously, if you want a spouse, you're not going to be looked as a very attractive individual if you're chronically insecure, because you're not a good provider. So, and then if you want to get towards your goals, when are you ever going to climb any type of corporate ladder or get any type of promotion if you're not even able to have a steady stream of income? So if you are one of those job hoppers out there, take heart. There is another route if you're still struggling to find that other job, because you don't want to be struggling forever. It isn't conductive to an appropriate and a proper life. So the answer is, obviously, if you haven't found that job that gives you what you need to pay your necessities, or to where you can, because the problem is, if you're chronically insecure, you will never be able to truly focus on your goals, because when you can finally pay all your goddamn bills, and you can finally say, I can go to the work tomorrow and get paid every single day and not have to be worried about anything. And you can pay your food, your water, electricity. Then all of a sudden, then it's to the next level. You start wondering, oh, how can I improve at work? How can I get to the next level? So your alternatives are, if you choose not to be a wage earner, you can opt out on that. That's your choice. It's much harder. It's way more difficult. That's why I would never be a full-time entrepreneur. At least I wouldn't. I mean, if you are successful as an entrepreneur, you will be beneficial. So there's 3 factors to starting your own business that will prove to give you that security that you need. If you're still lacking security, you don't want to be 30 lacking security. So I'm going to illustrate 3 factors. The first thing about starting your own business is that you're your own boss. So you're not going to have to deal with like petty or business politics if you're not on the level that you need to be to dictate the business politics. You will be dictating the politics. You dictate it, not nobody else. You dictate the policies, the rules, and how things go. If not, you fire them. That's how that works. You get to dictate the products, the price, how much you get paid, how many hours you work. So you get the freedom, and if your business is successful, then you will finally have that security piece. No one's gonna fire you. No one's gonna threaten you. No one's gonna judge your performance except the market of capitalism itself. And if you're being lazy, you will fail, and you're not gonna want to do that. The second important factor about starting a business and how it provides security is that you have a lot more leeway and creativity to do what you wish. So if you're gonna go to a job, they're gonna give you some autonomy. I mean, it depends on the job. Some are decent, some are good. But in a business, you have multiple avenues in which you can do X, Y, and Z. Plug in this idea or this idea, and then how you want to create that product and market the product. And then, are you getting constant income? I would say that's the bottom line factor. And the third factor is if you can get past the point by which your business is no longer just a startup. If it's no longer a startup and it gets to phase 2, you will have done what 95% of businesses can never do. They always normally fail because the boss is either too cocky, he takes too big of an income raise, or they don't have a good sales funnel. So there's multiple avenues by which you can be successful. But expect that if you want that autonomy and that security, don't fret. The wage earning bourgeois or proletariat is not the only way. You can become a bourgeoisie and become a capitalist if you wish. Just remember though that the bourgeoisie or the capitalists, they're wealthy because they're damn brilliant and they don't fit in the conventional mechanism of a wage earner. Thank you, LinkedIn and YouTube.